Hi everyone, this is Abrar. Welcome to Abrar Knowledge channel. Today I picked up wonderful book called Leaning into Six Sigma. So in this one I am going to quote wonderful success story from the chapter 10. The chapter name is Listening to the Process. So in this one, the author portrayed nicely a success story, how the what was the business challenge and how it was being transmitted as a successful project. It says that the person George wanted to challenge that, wanted to have a process improvement. So it was being pointed out that CNC machine number 14 is having the first time pass RTY is 98 percentage. The yield is 98 percentage. They wanted to further optimize and improve it. So why? There are two reasons. One, to eliminate the capacity issue. Okay. Another one is free up some extra time so that the team can run in sync with the rest of the plant. So all the machineries can keep up the good efficiency. That was the aim of that project. And then it gives a wonderful quote. It says that when there is a change for the better, people may be willing to cooperate. So to have that cooperation from the people, we need to tell that why we are doing change and what is the imperative of the change and what we are going to get out of it. And then it goes, they had a brainstorming. So the person who is in charge of the plant, they had facilitated a brainstorming session. The brainstorming session went well, and they went directly to the factory to have a visual factory work, to have a visual inspection. So directly there is Gemba was being done, directly went to the factory and witnessed what is going on. And then everyone says that, so we don't have any rework on this. Our first time pass yield on the process is over 98 percentage. So then he said that no, I am not trying to insinuate that you guys are doing a poor job. All I wanted to capture all the opportunity available for us. I am not trying to blame that the process is wrong. All I am trying to find that opportunities where we can further improve, where we can further optimize the process. So then actually there was a talk going on. So they just went and tried to show the scrap bin, and they say that the scrap bin are empty. You can see that there is no rejection happen in any visual inspection area. You can see that all this, but this the person who is heading the project was not very convinced. He said that maybe we can find out the further opportunity and find it out how we can optimize. And then he says that so the first, and again he gives a quote, identification of unnecessary or it can be avoidable process, that so we can take the cycle time, whatever the time we have, we can do a cycle time. So he asked to plot the VSM, value stream mapping. So in all the processes there are 6 machines being used. One is called impact wrenches, another one is called rubber mallet, another called squaring. This is a mechanical one, right? So the drill of reaming process, the cutting edges and all that, and tap and hoist. So these are all the 6 tools being used for the operation. They wanted to do the value stream mapping to identify what are the things scattered to value added, non-value added and value enabled. So again, without data, it was voiced out that operator were telling like it could be a reamer. Reamer is the operation where the cutting edges to make it sharp, soft and all that. So everyone started telling that this could be reason that reamer could be an issue. So first point they were telling that this can we cannot optimize further. 98% we are getting it, we cannot optimize it. So now all the VSM been plot up, and then so again without any factual data and evidence, they were saying like okay, the reamer could be an issue. So again he said that okay, so So he brought the expert, tool expert, and said that what is your opinion? Then he said that I have been working on this project for more than 20 years. I do not think that reamer could be an issue, right? So again there is a repercussion happened, nobody agreed that this could be a finite definite cause and all that. So then so what they had done is actually again they collected some data. So we'll do first time pass, second time pass in all the 6 station, and we'll do cycle time, and we'll see where we can further improve. Again the data collection happened, the measure phase, data collection happened and all that. So again the author gives a quote: often improvement opportunities are pushed aside or ignored, as being impossible before they are fully investigated. So sometimes we just oversighted, ignore and all that without, being impossible before they are fully investigated, because the knowledge on the organization will not accept the possibility. So we should not jump into conclusion, and we should find an opportunity, and it goes on. And it says that again it gives a notes, makes can be useful information. Whatever the notes we are able to gather, that could be good information, may come in handy at the later time to troubleshoot the problem. So what he said, that he just observed, he didn't challenge anything, all he just done is measure phase. This is very important point. So all 6 operation he is reviewing now, he is kind of auditing it, he is reviewing the process. He didn't challenge anything, he just start collecting the notes everywhere. So reaming process, okay, notes. Again there is a process called rubber mallet, again he took the notes. In all the things he collected the notes. That notes could be an essential one, so we have to take down it. And then it says that if employee are not trained to identify the waste, or MUDA, in the lean concept is called MUDA. If employees are not trained to identify the waste, they will adopt non-value added activity such as rework as part of the process. So if the employee is not trained to identify, what will happen? Non-value added will become part of their genes, part of their DNA. So they will keep doing it without even realizing it. So you see that the reamer process was being done for 20 plus years, and then he says that I don't see any possibility of error. The best fitting we can give for the squaring mallet and all that, that's the best settings we have. Further we cannot optimize it. And then it says even going as far as to write the step of rework into their standard process document. So what the key thing is missing is, so we are not realizing that what is a non-value added, or we are not documenting it, this is the error happened, this is the error possibilities and all that. And then it says that tribal knowledge can combine with the data information analyzed to give a solution. So again he just keep collecting the information, and then finally he conclude that reamer, another process, is the main cause of yield 1, and then they did a project, and that project yielded with an accuracy of 99.999. So so they were somewhere around, it says that they were somewhere around in 3 sigma, 2.8 sigma, and then they just took the process to 6 sigma, and they succeeded with all the people amicably agreed on the step being taken. So it says that you have a lot of great people in the company. Make sure that you take advantage of their willingness to offer the suggestion. So this, if you look at all 3 pages, so it is direct interaction what is being done with the operator. It was not done like high level executive level, it was done directly at the ground floor. So all these interaction being documented, and then it says that he was very happy to implement that project and all that. And then 2 points he is giving as a summary. The first point, examining the entire operation from the crow nest, how the crow nest is there will allow you to find the problem in the system. That is one. Often the problem have become so embedded, so part of the life in the process that they are not even realizing as a waste, as a MUDA. If an organization is to achieve Six Sigma, employee must be trained to look for waste in every aspect of their job. And then the final concluding point, again he reiterates the same point. If employee are not trained to identify waste, they will adopt non-value added activities such as rework as part of the process, even going as far as to write the step of rework into their standard process document. I hope this success story is very useful for you, and you can also put up this success story in your process. Remember that whenever we do a project, and we should not conclude things easily, we should take the data, we should collect the data, we should listen to the process, and we should listen to the people, and then as much as the information we have, from that information we have to take and implement the project. So thank you so much. Please do like, share, subscribe. Have a nice day ahead.